A devastating tragedy has struck the Ogel community in Eleme local government area of Rivers State, following the discovery of a family of 6 found dead in their apartment on Sunday morning, January 11, 2026. The deceased were identified as Mr. Obil Theophilus, his wife, their 3 children, and a brother-in-law who was reportedly living with the family. Neighbors said the family went to bed on Saturday night, January 10, but alarm was raised when none of them emerged the next morning. Concerned by the unusual silence, neighbors forced their way into the apartment and discovered the lifeless bodies of all 6 occupants. Meanwhile, conflicting reports have surfaced online. A Facebook user claiming to be a close friend of Mr. Theophilus alleged that the family's house help also died in the incident. However, this claim has not been confirmed by authorities at the time of this report. The Rivers State Police Command has not yet disclosed the cause of death, stating that investigations are ongoing to determine the circumstances surrounding the tragedy. Security operatives reportedly visited the scene, and the bodies were evacuated for further examination. Speculation continues among residents and on social media, with suggestions ranging from possible poisoning to inhalation of generator fumes. However, no official conclusion has been reached. The tragic incident has plunged the Ogel community into deep mourning as residents await the outcome of the police investigation. Nollywood actress Regina Daniels has spoken out against allegations of theft linked to her amid her ongoing marital issues with Senator Ned Nwoko. During a live broadcast, the actress alleged that her estranged husband was behind the accusations. She claimed that an arrest warrant had reportedly been issued against her and some members of her family over the alleged incident. Regina's family denied the claims, describing them as false and baseless. She also questioned the logic behind the allegation that $40,000 was stolen from her husband's home, stressing that the senator does not keep cash in his house. In her words, "It's confirmed, it's true, and I verified that it's Ned. There is a warrant on everyone, including myself." She added, "He is claiming that we stole $40,000 from his house, yet he doesn't even keep money at home. So how could we have stolen $40,000? Sport update: all eyes are on Wednesday night as host nation Morocco take on Nigeria in the semi-finals of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON. The highly anticipated clash will be played at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium, with kickoff scheduled for 9 p.m. Nigerian time. This encounter marks the 6th AFCON meeting between the two sides. Morocco currently hold a slight edge in the head-to-head record, with 3 wins compared to Nigeria's 2. Their last AFCON meeting was 22 years ago, during the group stage of the 2004 tournament, when the Atlas Lions claimed a 1-0 victory courtesy of a goal from Mustafa Hadji. Both teams head into the semi-final as the most informed sides at the tournament. Nigeria's Super Eagles have been particularly impressive, winning their last 5 matches against Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, Mozambique and Algeria. The Super Eagles have scored 14 goals so far, the highest tally in the competition, with key contributions from Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Eka Adams, Raphael Onyedika and Sema Ajayi. Boasting the tournament's most potent attack, Nigeria will be targeting a 9th AFCON final appearance and just their 2nd back-to-back final in the nation's history. However, Super Eagles head coach Eric Schell will be without captain Wilfred Ndidi, who is suspended after picking up his 2nd yellow card in the quarter-final victory over Algeria. Morocco, meanwhile, reached the semi-finals after winning 4 of their last 5 matches. The Atlas Lions have leaned heavily on Real Madrid star Brahim Diaz, who has been central to their attacking success. Nigerian Afrobeat artist Seun Kuti has accused fellow singer Wizkid of copying his nickname. The claim came during a recent live stream, when a Wizkid fan suggested that Kuti change his nickname, Big Bird, since Wizkid is also known as Biggest Bird. Responding, Kuti urged the fan to tell Wizkid to be original, emphasizing that he had been using the name long before Wizkid. "Wizkid stole my name. Tell your favorite to be original. Why are you telling me to change my name? I can't change it. This name has been here for a long time. I came up with it first, and I'm not sharing it with anyone," he said. Let's talk about 44 Clothing. The brand has officially announced that it is shutting down operations, bringing an end to a label that has been in existence for several years. Over time, 44 Clothing built a strong reputation and gained the admiration of many customers, largely due to its creativity, distinctive designs, and consistent quality. The brand stood out for its unique approach to fashion and the connection it established with its audience. The announcement has come as a surprise to many supporters who have followed and supported the brand throughout its journey. While the reasons behind the decision have not been fully detailed, the closure marks the end of an era for a brand that left a notable impact on its community. There have been widespread opinions suggesting that 44 Clothing is overpriced and that many Nigerians cannot afford its products. However, this perception deserves closer examination. The question remains, is 44 Clothing truly too expensive for Nigerians? From a broader perspective, Nigeria has a diverse population with varying income levels and purchasing power. While the brand's pricing may not be accessible to everyone, it is not unusual for fashion labels to target a specific market segment. Premium and mid-range brands exist to serve consumers who value quality, branding, and design, and 44 Clothing appears to fall within this category, therefore, rather than being universally unaffordable. The brand's pricing reflects its positioning in the fashion market. Affordability ultimately depends on individual income, priorities, and personal preference, rather than a general assessment of the Nigerian population. Nollywood actor Dike has opened up about his slow but determined journey to financial stability in the Nigerian film industry, revealing that it took him more than 7 years to earn his first 1 million Nigerian nairas from acting. The actor made the revelation during an interview with renowned media personality Chujidianwo, where he spoke candidly about patience, perseverance, and the realities of building a career in Nollywood. Eyes of Lagos reports, reflecting on his early years in the industry, Dike explained that progress was far from instant, noting that financial growth came gradually despite his passion and consistency. It took me more than 7 years to make my first 1 million naira as an actor. He revealed, according to him, the journey was marked by uncertainty and limited opportunities, but he remained committed, choosing long-term growth over shortcuts. Dike also shared that acting was not his original career path. Before fully embracing Nollywood, he pursued a legal career, having studied law at the University of Benin before proceeding to the Nigerian Law School. Despite being professionally trained as a lawyer, Dike said his love for acting eventually pushed him to follow his passion, even when financial rewards were slow to come. His story has since sparked conversations online, with many praising his honesty and using his experience as motivation for young creatives navigating the challenges of Nigeria's entertainment industry. This has generated a lot of reactions from social media users. Let's take a look. Sultan Young, say, like I said before, now Nollywood is the most wicked industry on earth. Genuinely dislike the Nigerian entertainment industry with every fiber of my being. There is little to no love in that space, only clout and cold calculations. Take Funk Akindele for example. This is someone whose movies have publicly recorded box office earnings running into hundreds of millions of naira in a single year. That is not speculation. Nigerian box office data and cinema records confirm it. Now tell me, if someone who makes 500 million Nigerian nairas from just one movie cannot spare 20 million Nigerian nairas to support a colleague in distress, even if they are not on speaking terms, what does that say about us as an industry? 20 million Nigerian nairas is less than 5% of 500 million Nigerian nairas. In any serious society, that kind of gesture would be seen as basic humanity, not charity. It would send a powerful message that human life matters more than ego, beef, or brand image, but here, success is celebrated loudly, while compassion is rationed carefully. That is the verifiable truth, and that is why many of us are tired of pretending this industry is built on love. Another user Mimi says, do not limit this to movie industries, it's just a sample of our population, it tells more of who we are as people. Most of the people who help in Nigeria help for 1. Spiritual reasons, perhaps they have asked them to do sorrow, almsgiving, sacrifice. 2. Because they themselves are looking unto God for higher miracle, givers never lack, still spiritual, see Seun. 3. For eye service. 4. Top pepper somebody. 5. To get recognition and more followers, VDM and other content creators attract people to their page. 6. Just to appear as a philanthropist, a giver. 7. To get attention and money. By the time they start helping others and filming it, they will get many anonymous donors. Most Nigerians appearing to be a giver do it for one reason or the other. A self-proclaimed Marabu, or traditional folk healer, who collected €33,500 by promising victory for Mali in the Africa Cup of Nations, was arrested for fraud after the team lost. The man, identified only as Mr. Sineyogo, collected more than 22 million CFA francs in donations, according to an associate. Following Mali's defeat, an angry mob showed up at his home before police intervened and removed him. Sineyogo was arrested in the Malian capital Bamako on Saturday for fraud and was being held at the Cybercrime Division. According to 2 videographers who visited him, charlatanism is punishable by law in Mali, an official from the division told AFP. However, arresting the man while the national team was still competing would have been difficult in the heat of the Africa Cup of Nations. He added, the man, formerly known as a political activist, proclaimed himself a Marabu overnight and made a fortune, a social media content creator close to him said. Comedian Princess has publicly appealed to popular Nigerian pastors, Femi Lazarus, Philip Olubekin, Bolaji Eduwu, Jerry Is, and Apostle Seun, to help her find a suitable life partner within their congregations. In an Instagram video shared on her page, the divorcee earnestly called on the clerics, saying, "Please allow God to use you for my marital success." Princess revealed that she had prayed and fasted before making the video, adding that it took a great deal of courage to record and post it. Addressing the pastors directly, she asks, "Are you saying that in all your churches, there isn't a responsible and kind man you can link me up with?" She explained that her public appeal was born out of exhaustion and desperation, pleading with the 5 pastors to spare just 30 minutes to review the list of single men in their churches, particularly those in their 40s or early 50s, and connect her with someone for marriage. Debbie Bliss has reportedly been arrested following a video she made about Mercy Johnson and her husband. Despite having no evidence to support her claims about the couple, she went ahead to make the statement publicly.
Allegedly, before I say anything, please, everything I'm going to say in this video is allegedly. This is coming from Cutie Jules' Instagram story. Now, according to her, Mercy Johnson's husband bought his mistress a mansion, and he did this because the lady is pregnant for him. Now, where this thing gets interesting is the fact that they said Mercy Johnson was aware of all these things, but she didn't say anything. She didn't confront her husband. She didn't utter a word. Now, they were now looking for house help to help this mistress living in the new mansion. So Mercy Johnson by herself now looked for a house help, referred the person, and the person started working for Mercy Johnson's husband's mistress. Now, this is another interesting thing. One thing led to another. She lost the pregnancy. On reaching the hospital, they said it's due to something she took that made her lose the pregnancy. The house help got arrested because obviously she's the one that serves this lady food, but the house help said she doesn't know anything. They even called in Mercy Johnson for questioning because at this time the husband already knew that his wife is aware of everything, but they don't have any evidence against her, so they cannot keep her there for no reason. You can get so. This alleged story points out that Mercy Johnson's husband later broke up with the mistress because his wife found out and didn't say anything. You know go fear K. You know go fear K. You know go fear K. Say your wife know all your nkorowe waka way de waka. She no come talk. He say she help you find house help. You know go fear K. You know go break up with that woman K. I beg now allegedly, oh, now allegedly. I beg in the name of God. QC just don't put us for trouble for this life. You guys, I come in peace. Now the story be that too.